So today I will be talking about my weight loss and how I feel it is connected to my spiritual path, my spiritual journey. Um, let's just jump right into it. So I think my heaviest, I weighed about 230 to 240. I'm pretty sure. I stopped looking at the scale. I stopped looking at the scale once I seen that number. Uh, it was very traumatizing to see that because, truth be told, I didn't feel that big in that time, in that moment. Didn't. I felt like a sassy girl who was thick, but sis didn't know that she was obese. So, when I really noticed my weight, it was after a breakup I had years ago. I let myself go in that relationship. I really got comfortable and I was eating anything and, sorry, my speaker, anything and everything. After that, I I realized it, but I still didn't change anything really. I was still doing the same shit, eating the same shit. Um, but then a change of events happened. We had a guest stay at our house for a few months, and this woman changed my life. She's the one that started my whole spiritual journey, I feel. And I still remember what she told me that made me realize that there's more to it than just your zodiac sign or just your sun sign. I remember she was like, "What's your moon sign?" And I was like, "Moon sign? Like what is that? I'm a Virgo, team Virgo, you can't change that." And she was like, "No, there's more to you than just your sun sign. There's a lot of planets that when you were born in that exact moment, they were in different signs and whatnot, and that influences you." And that was the that was the hole that I got sucked into that I've never gotten out of since. Um, she was way more spiritually aware than I was at that time. So she helped me with a lot of things. She told me that she would help me open my third eye, activate your third eye, and all that kind of stuff. I did shrooms for my first time with her. It was a pretty crazy experience. Definitely not what they make it in the movies, like you're tripping and all this kind of stuff, but you're definitely tripping. But it was so beautiful and so calm while I was on shrooms. That was for me. And I did it 2 times, 2 separate times. And each time was a different experience, but it was beautiful to me. Um, After a few months, I guess her mission was done in my life, in our life, and we had a falling out. Um, bad then, bad then. Back then, I'm pretty sure, I was angry because we gave this person a home and whatnot, but definitely now I see it as somebody who had to come into my life, came through real quick, you know, real drastically too, because my life never been the same after that. Um, she was vegan and she led me onto a different path with eating, and that's what jump started I feel like my metabolism, because I was eating more healthier things, more things that will kickstart your body. One thing that she taught me how to make was this bean dip, and I really used that with everything I ate. I cut out meat. I was only eating chicken. I know I was only eating chicken and some fish here and there, but I never ate steak, beef, and all that kind of stuff because I was never really into it. But my family is big meat eaters, so I had to just kind of go with the flow of things in that time. Uh, what else? So I cut out soda, juice, rice, huge cutback on meat. The corn dip thing that she helped me, that she helped teach me, that was corn, 3 types of beans, cilantro, onions, red wine vinegar, and apple cider vinegar, and you just mix that all up, and that's what I ate with everything. And that's what really started changing my body inside. You know, the apple cider vinegar, beans, cilantro, and all that kind of, you're just cleaning out stuff. And you know, I lost a lot of weight from that, but not significantly. I was still pretty big. I was still thick, you know, still in the double digits, 16 pants and all that kind of stuff, 12 pants by that time, I'm pretty sure. But I would just do at-home workouts, just little shit. I would do wall push-ups. Like the simplest shit because I couldn't do shit, okay? Squats. I would just go for a walk. Like real simple stuff. I really started dropping weight when I met my current partner, Joe. To me, I feel like it's a soulmate, twin flame thing in some type of way that started when we met. If you want a video on that, I can definitely do another video on soulmates and twin flames and probably how to tell the difference between them. I'm still learning, so let's learn together, you know. But I really, looking back on it now from where I'm standing right now and looking back at it, definitely was a runner-chaser situation. And that's when the purging started. And purging in the spiritual community is releasing old energy within yourself, old trapped pain, depression, all of that. I was starting to relive it and release it. Yeah. That was a hard time. That beginning half of us getting together was definitely a hard time. I would be sick off and on. I would be rushed to the hospital because I didn't know what was going on, but it was actually just purging. The doctors wouldn't even know what the fuck was going on. They'll do all kind of tests, ultrasounds, CT scans, everything, and nothing. They would just drug me up until I would finally calm down and discharge me. And I think that happened about a handful of times, to the point where I was in my house crawling down the stairs because I was in so much pain. I needed to release things and I was fighting it. And that's what happens during purging. If you're fighting what you're meant to release, it's going to be really painful. So that was going on for months. And then it stopped for a while. I feel like I kind of got back into the 3D reality and was holding on to things again. I started to gain a little weight. I went back to work full time and lost touch with my everyday spiritual practices and all of that. But when I left my job January 2020, I had another purge, I believe, but I didn't go to the hospital. And it wasn't that bad. I think it was just releasing things that I've held on to during that time of being back in the 3D reality. But when I came back, I don't know, say full time into my spirituality, into my spiritual journey, I started to lose the weight again. because I was practicing releasing trauma within myself. And that's what it's all about. Why people are obese, why people are overweight, why people have these flaws on themselves is that's trapped emotions, that's trapped trauma. I've had a lot of things happen to me in my younger years, and I didn't realize I was that big until I was about 18, 19. I would say I was already an adult because I was out of school. I wasn't doing normal things that teenagers were doing. I was out of it, you know. But yeah, if you're feeling like you can't lose the weight and you're trying to do all this kind of shit, Herbalife, you're working out, you're cutting out this and that and whatnot, I just gotta tell you, that's not gonna work, and that's not gonna help you in your long-term body goals. The only way to really get to where you want to be is going within yourself and clearing out the baggage that's holding on to pieces of your body. I posted something on my Instagram about the cows and how these activists were trying to feed them and water them, and you know, they're vegan because they don't believe that we should be eating these tortured animals. I don't believe that we should be eating them either, because that type of energy that they're instilling into those animals is coming in within us, you know. And it's not going to happen instantly that you feel like shit. You could have had that nice juicy old steak that was tortured right before it was put on that pan. You eat it, you have a great night. A week later, you're fucking crying in your bathroom and you don't know why. It's because you have the energy of that animal within you and you're feeling the pain. The only way to get it out is to release. If it's crying, if it's screaming, if it's puking, if it's shitting, diarrhea, whatever it is, the only way to lose it is to release something that's deeper. Something that you can't see, but I'm sure you can feel every day. So, yeah. My last purge that I had was not too long ago. I feel like it was a month or so ago. That was the most intense one I think I've ever had experienced. And that was definitely what they like to say, the dark night of the soul moment for me. I fucking released shit, and it wasn't pretty. It wasn't nice. But look at me now. Like, after that purge, after that ascension for me, like, I feel totally different. I feel like I look different. My body's different. My aura is different. I tell you, when you release things and thank it and love it and transmute it back into light and love, you heal yourself, you heal your outside, you heal your family, you heal things that you thought could never get repaired or put back together. So, I hope this helps, and I hope this resonates with some people too, because I know I'm not the only one that has gone through a spiritual ascension, a spiritual journey, and has lost a lot of weight. And I know it has to do with this, with the purging, with the releasing of emotions that are trapped. And that's what it's about. You know, once you do that and change up your eating, then okay. But I tell you, once you go inside, once you start healing things inside, naturally things outside is not going, things that used to catch your attention, or things that you wanted to eat before, you're not gonna want to do it anymore, I'm telling you. And there's nothing wrong with that. I used to love fucking chocolate. I love chocolate. I needed chocolate like every day. Even when I lost all the weight, I still needed chocolate. After this last ascension that I had, this purging, I don't even want it. Like, yeah, I wanted it a couple days ago, probably because my money's coming around. But, like, I don't even want it like that. I don't even want to eat sometimes. I just need my water. And I feel fine. And I'm not killing myself. And I'm not doing all this kind of stuff, you know? I'm just loving life and living in a present moment and really living consciously. And that's what changes everything around me. Things have to match my vibration, you know? So raise your vibration and things will have to catch up. It may not be pretty. It may not be what you expected, but it's supposed to happen. Everything happens for a reason. So I hope this has helped anybody out. Definitely helped me out being able to speak about it. I have not told my story really ever. So, yeah. Thank you guys so much. I love you all. Peace.